Blessed be he, baby. Mike Gashdarn Williams has been activated off the PUP physically unable to perform list well ahead of what anyone thought. That means Mike Williams is returning to practice. Let's react and let's go.
I'm going to lose my gosh darn bananas. Boy Green Daily starts now. Zoinks!
I made it clear that my intention was to play, and my intention was to play for the New York Jets.
You're fucking
Woo, baby. Paul Esden Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Every.com. Welcome to Boy Green Daily, a daily New York Jets video show, also available wherever you get your podcast. And boy, Nelly, we hear from Robert Saleh. So we get the PUP news yesterday of afternoonish of Mike Williams. Hey, he's being activated off the PUP list. Less than 24 hours before that, also Saleh did speak earlier yesterday, but he wasn't asked about it. But less than 24 hours before, the following day, Robert Saleh was asked about Mike Williams. He said, we'll see. He's got a couple of doctor's visits lined up. We'll see what happens. Well, apparently the doctor's visits went very well because Mike Williams was activated off the PUP list on Wednesday, August 7th. And why is that notable? Two reasons. First off, we're a month from tomorrow from the start of the season, specifically for the New York Jets and San Francisco 49ers. We're a month out from the season opener tomorrow. Last year. So one of the other things Robert Saleh said when he was asked about Mike Williams in an update, he reiterated that he's on the quote-unquote Breece Hall timeline for recovery, quote-unquote. And Breece Hall was activated off the PUP list August 15th last year. So it's kind of the date that's floating in our heads. Like, okay, it sounds like he'll be back on that date. Okay. So when that news comes out yesterday, more than a week ahead of that schedule, you're like, whoa, okay, this is great news. And again, we're a month out from the season tomorrow for the New York Jets. Unfriggin' believable. This is just monster news. There's just no other way to put it. This offense looks different with Mike Williams in it than with him without it. We also have a column down in the YouTube description below if you'd like to read more details on this. But I wrote it in the piece. One of the top tasks for general manager Joe Douglas this offseason was finding a Robin to Garrett Wilson's Batman. He has been Batman a lot by himself. He attempted to do that last offseason. Ooh, Alan Lazard can be his Robin. No, he can't. Okay? And now he's like, okay, let's go back to the well. Who can be the Robin to his Batman? And the player they identified is someone that was released on March 13th, and that is former Los Angeles Chargers wide receiver Mike Williams. And 6 days later, he was a member of the Green and White. Thank you, NYJ Matt, for the sandwich. We appreciate you and your contributions to the team. They needed to find a Robin to his Batman, and boy, did they. Boy, did they. This, again, I just can't reiterate how massive news this is. To be able to have this is terrific. And let's give a shout out here. I see Nick Russo in the chat. First stream with my gifted membership. Let's go Jets. Yeah, there's only one way to celebrate that, Nick Russo. There's only one way to celebrate that. By the way, speaking of memberships, we unlocked a new emoji yesterday. Shout out to the chat. Thank you very much. The Jared B emoji, which is slightly disturbing, but nonetheless, he needs to be honored. We have Jared B in here. This is very unique. Okay. Our next emoji is 25 memberships away, so that is quite a bit away. But I'll tell you this. If you enjoy the show and you like being a part of the community, you can punch in your own ticket. And Nick Russo was gifted a membership. Feel free to pay it forward and share it with others, and you gift memberships, and let's keep the train rolling. But if you'd like to punch in your own membership, it's easier than ever before. If you go in the YouTube description, you'll see read more. That's the article on this Mike Williams business. But I believe if you go to the next link down, it's right there. Just join the Boy Green Coffee Club by clicking here. Bing, boom, bam. That's how you join the YouTube membership, whether you're on your phone, computer, it doesn't matter. That's the easiest way to do so. And we will celebrate you on the show. You'll get a loyalty badge. You'll get unlocked custom emojis that only members of the Boy Green Coffee Club can get, and access to our Discord channel where the party goes on well beyond 7:30 in the morning. So, guys, make sure you check it out. I'd love to celebrate. I'd love to get more. And we have another emoji in the works. If you're on our Discord, you also see other conversations, including what the next emoji is set to be, and it will honor another member of our loyal Boy Green Coffee Club community. So hopefully we could get us there. And Brandon says, Paul, you got to get us a link to gift memberships. I've been looking into it. I have a link down below if you want to be gifted a membership, how you can unlock that access. Feel free to do so. I will continue to work on the gifted membership portion of the exam because we'd like to get another one in there for sure. But like I said, it's just so gosh darn exciting to have Mike Williams back. And what kind of impact can Mike Williams make? I'd actually like to go to the tail of the tape and play you a video from the official Jets podcast with Jets senior reporter Eric Allen. They had our boys. Here's some nostalgia for you. Braylon Edwards and Mark Sanchez were at camp, and when they're at camp, they eventually go into the studio to record a bit, and they were asked about Mike Williams, and I love what they said about it. Here's them talking about the impact that Mike Williams can have both from a wide receiver and a quarterback perspective. Roll the footage.
You were a bigger receiver yourself. What do you like most about his game, and how is he going to add to the equation here?
One thing about Mike Williams, I watched him when he was in San Diego, now the LA Chargers, is he high points the ball well. Like when the ball's in the air, whether it's high, whether it's lower, he's very aggressive for the football, and that you can't coach that kind of thing. You can't teach that, trying to make somebody aggressive for the football. My coach used to tell me, when the ball's in the air, it's yours. Like the ball is yours. It's no one else's. It's yours. The quarterback trusts you, so you get the ball. I think that's what he's done best in his career, and he's had some unfortunate injuries that have hampered him at times. But when he plays, when he's in between the hashes, man, he plays with the best of them. It's his dominance for getting the ball. You put the ball in there, you got an 80% chance that he's going to make the play or get a pass interference. So he's aggressive and he attacks the ball. I've always loved that about his game.
And I think he's a little bit underrated playing in San Diego, playing in LA with the Chargers. I don't think he got a ton of the love that he really deserved. I think some of that has to do with the injuries, but he made some huge plays for those teams, and I would see it just locally on the news at night. But if you're not in that market, you don't necessarily gravitate towards a guy like that because they weren't on great teams, really. So I think here's a chance for him career-wise, and we all know up here, everybody knows around here, you play well in New York, everybody's going to know your name.
I think he's also an underrated route runner. Like when you think of tall guys, 6'5", Calvin Johnson, you don't necessarily think about route running. You think about jumping over or running past or bulldozing through. Like he runs the dig, which was one of my favorite routes, the big dig route. Cadillac. He runs it just, hey, you know it, 100%. There we go. He runs it just as good as anybody in the game at 6'5". So the fact that he can run routes, that catches you off guard as a defensive back. You're not expecting the receivers over 6'3" to run routes. You're expecting them to try to bully you, get to a spot, and run by you. I think he tricks a lot of people with that route running ability.
Boy, man, underrated Mike Williams. Interesting, because Mark Sanchez, of course, a Cali guy, went to USC. He lives out there, so his local news obviously would have Mike Williams highlights or conversations. So that, to me, is very interesting. I want to bring up this comment from Danny, one of my boys. I know this man in real life when people always give Danny a lot of crap on social media. We love poking fun at each other. But I like this question. He chimes in on Twitter, which, by the way, again, we're streaming on Heavy on Jets, youtube.com/BoyGreen25, and Twitter as well. So feel free to interact and comment wherever you'd like. Danny's a Bills fan, but I like this question. Excuse me. What's a non-biased, realistic expectation for Mike Williams coming off of an ACL? I don't think he makes an impact for at least the first quarter or half of the season. 45 to 50 catches for 500 to 600 yards, 5 to 6 touchdowns. Is that good for a one-and-done player? Dana, I'm going to tell you a story. I've been very blessed to do radio hits. With all my Jets coverage and doing daily shows, doing radio myself, I've had the great pleasure of joining other people's radio shows because they want me to come on and talk Jets. And a mutual friend of ours, Sal Capaccio, who covers the Buffalo Bill for WGR 550, he's had me on his program 1,000 times. It's been terrific, and I'm humbled to always appear on his show. He brought me on before the season opener last year, where it was the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. He had me on the show, and he said, Paul, what are the expectations for Breece Hall, who appear that they're going, what are expectations for Breece Hall? He appears like he's going to play. It appears he's going to be involved in the game. And I'll be honest, for that moment, and of course, obviously, Breece Hall was also coming off of a torn ACL. He tore his later than Mike Williams. Mike Williams tore his, by the way, in Week 3 against the Minnesota Vikings this past season. Breece Hall, on the other hand, tore his in the middle of October. So when he tore his, again, much later, like a month later, or somewhere in that range, several weeks later at a minimum, but it might have been a month later. So when Sal turned to me and said, Paul, what are expectations for Breece Hall? And I said, honestly, I think he's going to be on a pitch count, which, by the way, he was. But I'm like, it's impossible to say because we don't know. So he's going to be on a pitch count, and we'll see what happens. And I said, I think they're going to lean on Dalvin Cook early, and they did, sort of, before ultimately giving it to Breece. But I'm going to remember these numbers probably for the rest of my life. The first 2 carries of the game for Breece Hall, and you probably know this too, Danny, against the Buffalo Bills, went for 26 yards and then 83. Think about that for a second. The first 2 carries of the season opener last year for Breece Hall was 26 yards and then 83 yards. Now, on the 83-yarder, he should have scored. Like, Breece Hall ran out of gas. He was coming back. He wasn't in full football shape yet, apparently. He should have taken that to the house, and the end of the game changes quite drastically because the Jets ultimately had to settle for a field goal on that drive. That obviously would have been a touchdown. 4 more points. That changes the game later. And Garrett Wilson, you should have blocked. You were celebrating a little too early, but that's neither here nor there. So I say that to say, and I believe I talk about this in the piece as well, Danny. Every ACL is different. Every ACL recovery is different. And for me, I can tell you, I tore my ACL. So here's my analysis of it. I had an ACL tear, and according to the doctors, they use the word like exploded when they're referencing my knee. And I also had meniscus damage. Some people that blow out their ACL have meniscus damage. Some people that blow out their ACL do not. And that changes the recovery because that's additional rehab time. When you tear your ACL, you have a choice. You can use a piece of your hamstring. Some people may not know this, and this might be a little too graphic, but some people use a piece of their hamstring, and some people use a cadaver, a dead body, and use a piece of that to help repair the ACL. So depending on a lot of factors, we don't know. I don't have Mike Williams' medical records in front of me, so some of that has to be evaluated. So we don't know. Long story short. But to your point, Danny, what's a non-biased realistic expectation? Well, I would say Breece Hall was an outlier, quite frankly. I don't think every player is going to come back like that. But the good news is it seems like he's well ahead of schedule. We are more than a month away from the season, and he's already going to be practicing in some limited fashion before ultimately ramping it up. I believe the Jets will be precautious. I believe they will be cautionary with Mike Williams now and even in the season. They had a pitch count for Breece Hall. I believe they will have a pitch count for there. And that's another great point. J.E. said Breece was young. That's another factor. Mike Williams is 29. Breece Hall was 22 when this happened, and now he's 23. So that's another factor in there. So what are realistic expectations? I don't think we get full Mike Williams till October-ish. I think given the first month of the season to kind of get his sea legs under him, so to speak, and then I think we get full Mike Williams in October. Now, full Mike Williams, does he completely recover from the ACL? Sometimes it takes players a year or two to get back to full form, if at all. But with the advancements of technology, I believe that he will. So statistics-wise, it's kind of hard to project. But he's going to be the wide receiver 2 in this offense, right behind Breece Hall, depending on his health. So it's a good question. Appreciate the question, Danny. But we've got chimes to play because we just had a historic gifting of memberships. Ed Vargas just went to the deep end of the pool, and 10 friggin' memberships, Ed Vargas. Oh, my good golly. I got to have this on a loop so you guys can keep hearing this over and over again. Keep it playing, baby. We got to cover all of these. Terrific. And one of these. Holy friggin' crap. Ed Vargas jumping off the top rope. Let's celebrate all the new members of the Boy Green Coffee Club. Thank you so much, Ed Vargas. We have Finnegan's Flight Crew, Adam Cavender, Aaron Daniels, Brandon McNeely, Joseph Webb, Rat Diddy, Alil Liz Life, Seabull, Howie from Jets headquarters. This is Los. You have all been added to the Boy Green Coffee Club, and Jared B just shared the Discord link to hop in there. Ed Vargas is a gosh darn legend. I thought it might be some time, but now we're only 15 members away from unlocking the next emoji. Thank you to Ed Vargas. People, try to pay it forward if you can. Let's see if somehow we can make history and perhaps unlock emojis in back-to-back days. That would be terrific. So Ed Vargas got us started in a massive way. And how about this? I'll say this right now on the show. So Ed Vargas just gifted 10. If we get another 10 from you guys during today's show, I will gift the remaining 5. How about that? Okay? That's my promise to you. With Ed shedding some here, if we get another 10 on the show in some combination, doesn't have to be 10 at the same time, but if it is, great. I will cover the other 5, and we will unlock our next emoji right now on the show, baby. So let's friggin' do it. And I love this. Ed Vargas pouring one out for Mike Williams. This should be a celebratory day here on the channel. Make sure you guys like the video, hit subscribe. And like I said, if we get some combination, if you guys rally and give some memberships, how do you give memberships, by the way? If you're watching, whether on your phone or your computer, apparently it's only certain phones allow you the access to do this. So sorry for whether it's iPhones or Androids allow you to do this. But if you're watching in the comment section, hit that money sign. The bottom option should say gift memberships, and you could gift to 1, 3, 5, 10. You should be able to gift a bundle of memberships, so feel free to do so. And like I said, if we get another 10 total, so Ed just gave us 10, if we get another 10 total from all the rest of you, I will cover the remaining 5, which will take us to the next emoji, baby. So there you go. There's your incentive. Let's see if we can make some magic happen here on the program. And like I said, you also get access to the Discord. Terrence Hill doing his part, baby. We've got 9 to go. Shout out to NYJ Dave. You are now a member of the Boy Green Coffee Club. We are now down to 9, baby. Thank you, Terrence, for your contributions, brother. So we'll see if we could get to that by the end of the show, baby. I appreciate that, Terrence. Thank you so much. Whether it's 10, 1, 5, or anything, we appreciate this support on the channel. Like I said, the free way to contribute is by liking the video and hitting subscribe. We are 9 away. Oh, boy. Jared B just opened it up, baby. Let's friggin' go. We are now 4 memberships away from unlocking it. Let me play a few more for Jared. Let's go. Okay, we got a fiery gosh darn Thursday here on the program. Let's welcome all these new members. AD83, James Fitzpatrick, Ryan Yeager, Aurora, and Raziel the Great. You are all now members of the Boy Green Coffee Club. Good Lord have mercy. We are now 4 away from the next emoji. Man, I love the chutzpah, baby. Thank you, Jared B. Thank you, Terrence. And thank you, Ed Vargas, for all circling the wagons. Again, we're 4 away from 5 away, and I promise I will unlock the final 5 if we get 4 more, and then we can all be a part of this magical journey. So God bless America, baby. Okay, Darren says, laptop plugged in. I need a 2-minute warning for the show ending so I can log in. And then Darren said, it seems like Darren may cover the final piece of the puzzle there. We'll see indeed if that is set to happen. It's all awesome, baby. And Terrence says it's all about Mike Williams bringing us that energy. And, you know, we've played other videos on the channel from other shows. about the impact that Mike Williams can have. We talked about on the Media Kime show featuring Lenny. They talked about X factors for the season. I believe it was her and Greg Rosenthal both picked Mike Williams as the Jets X factor and what it looks like. Even Ben Solak, when they were talking up Garrett Wilson as a dark horse for Offensive Player of the Year, they both kind of joked with the fact that if you look at the wide receiver room beyond Mike Williams, it is holy. Well, we don't have to wait for our guy Darren, because we just got the final 5 membership from DKL, baby. Play it. And then one of these. Let's freaking go, people. You guys are awesome. What about this? Project Prospect Dom C. You were just gifted a membership thanks to DKL, RB Gamer, Simple Eats, Mark Rubino, and Mr. Chill 211 King. You are all now members, and now I must do my part. I am a man of my word. You guys gifted memberships. I must now gift memberships. So let's friggin' go. Let me go to the money sign here. Let me gift memberships. And I'm going to gift my 5 right now here on the channel. Again, I'm a man of my word, baby. I am a man of the people. Boy Green just gifted 5 friggin' memberships. And then one of these. Oh, yeah, baby. The vibes are high. Here are the 5 memberships I just gifted. Sean Wilson, Stephen James, Myung Ring, Braden NZL, welcome back, and KJ, all members of the Boy Green Coffee Club. 25 memberships in the first 21 minutes of the show. God bless America. So now, everybody, the pressure's on Snowball to make sure that you can do it. Unbelievable. Yes, and Phil, you just mentioned it. I get a membership to get a membership. Yes, that's how it works. The next emoji after that to 411. Okay, let me check. Let me check the settings here. If we can unlock 2 in the same day, that may be the craziest thing that's ever happened on this show. 1 second, Uncle Tio. Let me give a quick gander at whatever that would be. Good Lord have mercy. All right, I wasn't prepared for this possibility. Shame on me, I suppose. For that, let me take a quick gander here at the emoji settings. It looks like there's 24 more after that. So, okay, there's our next line, I suppose, because we added up more than that. So it looks like another 24 memberships to get another emoji after that emoji. And so let's put the pressure on Snowball. I'll make sure. Actually, Jerby, why don't you do this if you can? That would be wonderful. Jerby, if you can DM Snowball and say we have the right amount of memberships, if you can ask Snowball to put that higher on his priority list, we will immediately try to get that emoji up. So stay tuned, everybody. We'll see when we can get that emoji up. We already talked with Snowball what the emoji would be. And I like this nomination from Jared B. Let's put like a Hall of Fame of our commenters and people that are involved. Let's get Uncle Tio in there. And again, to get Uncle Tio, we will need another 24 memberships. If that somehow happens today, I might die. I might just roll over and die if somehow that happens. 50 memberships in a single show? Good Lord. That I appreciate the Mike Williams celebration. That would be unbelievable. So I guess we'll see if somehow we are 24 away from the next emoji after that. Okay, you people have been exceptional. Just terrific. Wow. Wow. So anywho, yeah, we'll keep an eye on that, I suppose, if somehow that happens today. Oh, wow, there you go. 5 more from Uncle Tio. Holy cannoli. We're now 19 away from the next emoji. Here are the new 5. Shout out to freaking Uncle Tio to 411 on New York Sports, which is tomorrow night, a show at 6 o'clock. Joe Baxter, you've been gifted a membership. Mark Reese, Randy Martinez, EJ, and T-Town Jet Baby. There you go. Again, that is Uncle Tio, a.k.a. to 411 on New York Sports. We're 19 memberships away from the next emoji. Again, the next emoji that will be made is Snowball's working on it, is Brandon, who's is a loyal member on our channel, and we can make it happen. Darren asks, can I Zell you, Paul? Yeah, sure, I think. Let me see if I think I got that app on the phone. Let's see if we can do this live to gift a membership. Let me try to take a gator here. I also have PayPal or Venmo if that's easier, Darren. I think I have Zelly. I think that's what it's called. I think I have that somewhere in here. Let me see if I can find it. I don't think I do. All right, so yeah, if you have PayPal or Venmo or something, we could try that to see, yeah, if that works better for you, Darren. If so, I could give you those details so we could find it out. I don't think I have. I've had it in the past, but I don't think I have it currently on my phone. I guess I can't guarantee that. So yeah, this is a wonderful Jets community. Yeah, Brandon agrees that Tio has to get it. I'm all for it. Let's immortalize. We've been just talking about the Hall of Fame, the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and immortalizing people forever in history. Now they get a bust, but you guys get an emoji. So, like I said, Brandon's is next to be made, but we're 19 away from getting the next one after that. So, awesome. Yeah, let's make it happen, baby. This would be absolutely terrific. Yeah, so beautiful. You need my email. Okay, let me see. I will drop this in here. Yeah, this is my email for both my PayPal and Venmo. Okay. Just included that in the chat. So if any of you guys, I guess, we're going to go to some level of this, feel free. I believe I just entered it into the chat. So feel free to hit it up. It is Paul A. Esden, JR, gmail.com. Paul A. Esden, ESDEN, JR, gmail.com. That is my PayPal and Venmo. So feel free. And we'll try to make that happen. Wow. Okay. That's a good one, too, from John Burke. Why not for Mike Williams, an egg and Taylor ham sandwich? That should be remembered in history. So, like, when we're 10 years down the line and you guys are using that emoji, we're like, hey, wait a second. Mike Williams was once here because of, a pork roll or whichever the right one is. I don't know. I don't live in Jersey. Eventually, I guess I will have to get on the right side of history there of whatever it's supposed to be. But there you go, baby. Wow. What a blitzkrieg. And we're only 27 minutes into the show. That is terrific. Yeah. New emoji on the way. And cheese, of course, for John Sauer. That's correct. All right. Why don't we do this? We'll also open up the phone lines and keep the good times rolling. See if that greases the wheels for anything as well. That would be terrific. So hang on tight. We'll open up the phone lines here on the show. It's been a fun show so far. Again, in case you're just joining us, Mike Williams is activated off the PUP list. That is the physically unable to perform list. The Jets were able to activate him off that list at any time, but it looked like he wouldn't be activated for at least another week. But we got the surprise yesterday in the afternoon that, as a matter of fact, he was activated and he could begin to start practice immediately. Now, we do have a wonderful Jets-Commanders joint practice later today. Mike Williams ain't going to be practicing that, or that would surprise me greatly, too, if that is to happen. But anywho, calling to the show here. Here we go. That is the link is now in our YouTube section. It is the pinned comment now. So if you guys would like to call into the show, feel free to do so. That'll be the way to do it. Okay, another membership. Wow. DNY4 Life has just gifted a membership. Thanks, buddy. Everyone's getting involved. Shout out to Brandon Roberts. You were just gifted a membership. I love this community coming together. It's so friggin' cool. Thank you, DNY4 Life, for joining in on the action. And yes, that's a good point. As Jared B says, if anyone wants to make sure, hey, I haven't gotten a membership, two things. You can open up your membership. So if you see DNY4 Life on your screen, click his little green button and it'll say gift memberships. Like, it'll have a little button so you can be gifted memberships. It gives memberships to people that are the most interactive with the channel, or that's what the YouTube gods say anyway. So if you'd like to turn it on, and let me reset this. The default setting for YouTube is that it's off. So you have to turn it on for you to ever receive a membership and to be open to it. So make sure you guys do that. I have a link in my YouTube description that'll make sure you guys can do that. But you can also do it if you click anytime anyone gifts a membership and you click their little green button that's highlighted of a membership, it will give you the option to make sure that you're eligible for it. So make sure you guys do that. So thank you to everyone so far that's come together. If my math is right, I believe we're 18 memberships away from the Uncle Tio emoji, which we'll have to figure out what that's going to look like. And as the411 says, hashtag pay it forward. If you received a membership, try to see if you have it financially open. And again, it's only $2.99 a month. Make sure you guys can pay it forward as well by getting those memberships rolling, baby. Man, this has been an explosion. And we have the news from Jared B. Paul Snowball is working on the emoji, which again is the one we already have unlocked. That is for Brandon. So stay tuned to that one. That will be terrific. And that's great. Oh, we just got another one from DNY for Life, baby. I love it. Shout out to Andy Benanero, who was just gifted a Boy Green Coffee Club membership from our guy DNY for Life. Thank you for helping us out. I believe that takes us to 17. So, okay, we are continuing to get closer and closer, baby. Wow, that would be specific. Jared B giving ideas for what the next emoji could look like. We will see. I am open to interpretation, and we will see if we can get that going. So thanks, everybody. And to the 350 people in the room, make sure you guys like the video, hit subscribe. Also, the pinned comment on YouTube is how you guys can call into the show if you'd like to share some good gospel on all things New York Jets and Mike Williams. And here's the thing, the other part of the equation. So we talk about Mike Williams and how he can be excellent and how he can be the Robin to Garrett Wilson's Batman. And look at this. Before we get into that, K-Brock using his free super chat-like thing. It's for being a member for a month. He says, JETS, 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 let's go. 12-5 incoming, and that deserves one of these. Thank you, K-Brock, first off, for being a member of this channel. That means the world, and we appreciate you. And also, JETS, baby. We've only had one 12-win season in this franchise's history. That was 1998. Boy, would it be great to match that total. It would be spectacular. I love it, K-Brock. And thanks for the support. Let's see. Brandon asks, how many are we away from an Uncle VR emoji? I believe we're either to 18 or 17. I am losing track live here on the show, but it's either 18 or 17 away to get it going. And I'm sorry, Darren, you're having trouble with super chats and things of that nature. I apologize. Yeah, the Tio emoji is going to be awesome. The Uncle Tio emoji. Yep. That will be terrific. Jerby says we're like 30 members added today so far, somewhere in that ballpark. Yeah, we'll need 50 total, which again, we're somewhere in that ballpark. We're like 32. We have 32 new members today, which is again wild. In the first, we've had like a member a minute, I guess, if you do that math. We've had 32 members for 32 minutes live here on the show. So that means I believe we're 18 away from Uncle Tio getting his emoji as well to be remembered forever, which is great. Terrence Hill says, I was at every home game in 1998, and I was 23. I want more than 12 wins this season. Give me more, baby. I'm all for it. Excellent. K-Brock says when he gets to a computer, he's going to gift a few memberships. Okay, baby. Like I said, we'll see. That, I would tell you emphatically, it would be the first time in history if we get two emojis unlocked on the same day with a 50 membership day. But it would be terrific if we do. All right, let's jump on over to the phone lines. Again, the phone lines are open. That is the pinned link on YouTube so far. Let's go on over to it as we talk and celebrate this Mike Williams news. Tim from Fishland, a fellow bearded enthusiast. What's up, Tim?
What's going on, Paul? Sorry, I'm driving right now, working.
No, that's okay.
Working hard in this damn heat. It's already 7:30 in the morning, and it's what? Probably feels like it's 90 degrees out.
Ugh, God. No, thank you.
Welcome to South Florida.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Mike Williams being activated is great. He gets to, get a rapport with Rodgers. I don't know. I'm just waiting for the season at this point. But one thing I'm really, really looking forward to is the new Madden and being able to play with him instead of freaking Lazard.
Yeah, and the offensive line and everything, 100%.
You know what I mean? Because I think he's rated higher than Garrett Wilson in the game.
He is. I believe he's either. I'm gonna get it off.
I think he's an 87 and Garrett's an 85.
Correct. Yeah, I knew they were two away from each other, either 85 to 83 or 87 to 85. I think you're right. I think it's 87 to 85, which is crazy. But I think, thankfully, like I said, I've been playing Madden since I mean, NFL Blitz days. So, like, I've been playing
Oh, yeah.
pre-Madden. So I've been playing Madden forever. And the cool thing about the new version to the old version, I love the old version, is that you can update ratings. Like before, when you made the game was a game. There's no update.
Yeah.
You know,
You get
like
roster updates every week.
100%. Right. So, if the Jets live up to this hype that we all believe they can, the Ocho Cinco Madden rating suggests are going to go boop, 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 and get us up. I wish they would have gotten it right the first time, but I digress.
All I know is I better see some superstar ability at some point this year from Brees Hall.
For sure. It's insulting, quite frankly, it's not there. Yeah.
Same thing with Aaron Rodgers if he has a good year, because if you look at it, he's got the most experience. I don't care what you say. He should be able to call hot routes. He should have the hot route option, just like Mahomes does.
Yeah.
Okay, but
especially his history. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just want the defensive gameplay to be better in that game. It just drives me nuts that you can't get pressure with 4.
It is weird, especially when you got a good 4, you know, but you can't, you have to like do this insane blitzing, which is, again, I normally in a relative sense, if I could put it in a like a base defense sort of thing, I prefer the Jet strategy of rushing 4 and let's play it out and see what happens. I normally don't like the blitz, but I know that I have to get the consistent pressure. So I got to get some nickel blitzes. I got to do overload blitzes. I got to like shift things around. Like for me, I don't, for other people, I play as the Jets 99% of the time. For me to get consistent pressure, I have to be very creative. I got to be Rex Ryan amoeba defense.
And one thing I never understood is they don't have stunts in that game on the D line.
Exactly, that's another good point. I was just going to bring that up. Yeah,
like I never understood why you don't put stunts in there. Like that's a big game on D lines.
Of course,
all right, it's stunts.
Mm-hmm.
Misdirection, trying to confuse the offensive line just with 4. All right, you can't. But it is what it is. It's a game. They also got to get better with their freaking man coverage when people are going across the middle.
Oh, yeah. There's some bad stuff there. Yeah.
It's just when you put the number 1 corner on like an 85, he should be able to shut him down for most of the part, you know. But, you know,
you would think
that's mad for you.
Yeah, that's true. That's the other thing I was going to say is that, you know, slapping sauce on somebody and then watching them get roasted by random guy, I'm just like, oh, geez. Like, come on, man. You know, that's insulting.
Have you played the new sport, what was it, the college football game yet?
I have the new college football game. So, yeah, it's awesome.
I never even bothered to buy it. I'm like, I like to watch college football, but I'm like not a really big fan of it, as you could say. You see what I mean? Like,
no, I got you.
If I'm going to spend money, it's going to be on NFL. Like, that's just how I feel about that. But I was watching some shit. Like, there's some glitches in that game. Serious glitches. There's this guy running. I watched a video online. This guy was running a Wildcat offense with the quarterback. I think it was Ohio State. I don't remember who exactly it was, one of these running quarterbacks. And he was doing like an 8-yard spin move. Like, I ain't never seen somebody spin that far in my life. Like, I could see why the guy was getting upset during the game, because that's all he was doing was this like 8-yard like glitch spin move. And then I just saw another one where I guess you could play like with multiple players online, and dude was able to, like, it was like 1 versus 3, and he got the last 4 in the last couple of seconds, and they hacked his router. Like, the game just stopped and went right back to regular screen.
Oh, that's brutal. Wow. That sucks. And I love this idea. Ocho Nueve just mentioned this in the chat, a member of the Boy Green Coffee Club. Let's get a Madden tournament going. That would be cool. I've loved to do it in the past, to be honest with you. Well, you know, in the past, we used to do it all. We brought everybody to the house for a weekend.
Well, we got to have a buy-in. That's the thing. We got to get a buy-in.
You were a money guy. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
so there you go. Some skin in the game. Okay. Tim ain't playing.
Yeah, let's get a buy-in going. You know what I mean? What the hell's the point of playing if you ain't playing for money?
The love of the game? Passion?
Not the love of the game, but, you know, it's just like what is it? Fantasy games. Yeah, fantasy teams.
Like
know?
all mine, I will tell you this. So, hey, different strokes, different folks. I don't mind people that play for scratch. I have 4 fantasy football leagues through my radio show. I run them all. I'm the commissioner of all of them. We've been going on for like, let's call it 9 years or something. And they've never been money. The only money is like paying for things like we do a live draft. So everyone chips in for the materials. But besides that, it's all been straight up. And it's just been playing. It's been an awesome, awesome fantasy. But I know there's plenty of people that play for the scratch too. So
Yeah, they tried to get me to do that work, $250 buy-in. I said, hell the hell.
Jesus,
Well,
good Lord.
I said, what do y'all think I'm rich? You don't pay me that much money. That's what I told my boss. I said, you don't pay me enough money for that. Last year, I don't know if you know the story, but last year when the Jets played the Giants, the owner of my company is a Giant fan.
Oh, okay.
And he loves to mess with me all the time about Jets.
Sure.
So I went in there. I'm like, what's up? You going to put some money on there? And he goes, we're going to put some money on. It's going to be worth it. He's like, how about $500? I said, what?
Did you take him up on it?
Just because you're a multimillionaire doesn't mean you could just throw random numbers out there.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I told him.
I hope you hit it.
Later on, we actually got a $100 tip from a customer. So I told him, I got a $100 tip from the customer. I'll put that up. And sure enough, I got $100 off his ass. And he was so mad when I saw him in the morning. He's like, man, I thought the damn game was over with.
Terrific. I love that.
Yeah, that was the last. That was the last bit of what should I say, happiness I had last year.
Well, hopefully we have a lot more this year, and it's been exciting so far today, personally for the show, but also for Mike Williams, baby. So fingers crossed, man. Hopefully we see him out on the practice field very soon.
Easing back in. They were wrong. I thought he should have been back around this time because he injured himself in week 3.
Correct. It's earlier than Brees.
Usually that ACL tear nowadays with the technology and the medicine that they have and the way they rehab, it's usually about 9-month injury.
Yeah.
So,
but every ACL is different. Like I was talking about earlier, I had meniscus damage on top of my ACL exploding. So for me, it is different than someone who has. I think Brees didn't have meniscus. I think that's what I heard. So I think his was straight up ACL, and I don't know what it was for Mike. I don't know if I've heard.
I thought he blew out his knee completely.
Who?
Brees.
Nah, no, it was just ACL. Just ACL.
Huh.
Yeah, but there have been others that have, for instance, you might be thinking about Tariq Cohen, who blew out. He blew out his plateau tibial fracture plus his ACL, and I believe it was his MCL. And I've heard running backs that have blown them all out.
Like Nick Chubb.
LCL. Yeah. Oh God, and he's had that done twice.
That was one hell of an injury. When I saw that, I was like, I feel this man's pain.
I saw that live, and when I saw it live, I said, "Wow, that looked really weird how he flipped over top." Then they did the slow mo of his loose noodle, and I'm like, "Ooh, disgusting!" Oh, that was nasty.
Oh my God!
And now look at him. He's running up. It's crazy. Go ahead.
That reminded me when I saw a kid in high school get hit like that, and his leg folded.
Jesus Christ! Good Lord! Wow.
Yeah, I got injured in high school too. That's what cut my playing career from going off. But
well, look at you. You've turned into this wonderfully successful man. So
I had when I was a kid, I was a dumb kid, young, dumb, and strapped
We've all
up.
Been there. Sure. I love it. Well, we'll definitely get some manning going on later. There's no question about it. So thanks, Tim. Appreciate you, pal.
I'm like at this point, I'm kind of like at the point where I'm like getting bored with 24.
You get there. You get there when you play it a lot. And you get to this. That's why I'm excited. I'm excited for next week.
It's like I almost have like 1,000 games played on
good
like
Lord. Wow.
On head to head.
Oh,
and it's like
yeah. I don't play much online anymore against random people, and the reason is the thing that continues to annoy me, and they haven't fixed it for me. I don't know if they fixed it for other people. I'll be up 40 in an online game, and they your peers lost connection because they just spiked their controller against the wall and shut down the game.
Well, usually you get the W for that, unless you got bad connection. That's why I hardwire my Xbox to my my router.
My cord is hardwired, and I not only do I not get wins 99% of the time, I get losses. And
Ooh.
so that's been incredibly frustrating. So I'm like, F this. I'm not investing the time into this for this thing to continue to happen. So hopefully they do fix that on the next one, because that's
If you look at the fucking ranking on that shit, the way they rank people in the world on that crap is the stupidest thing in the world. You could have, as long as you got more wins than anybody else, you could have more losses than anybody else. You'll still be ranked number one.
Yeah.
They don't go off a win-loss ratio.
Right, like a win
Yeah.
percentage sort of thing. Yeah, right. They should.
Yeah, that's my opinion.
But
All right, Paul.
thanks, buddy. I'll see you, pal. So, Tim, thanks for joining us here on the show. Well, I got to catch up. Let's get back into the membership dipping of the toe to make sure I get back for everyone who has been going in here. So, 1 second, people. I know we had a 5-piece combo that was just gifted right around the Tim Call. Plus, we have a YouTube super chat. BMAC, just in case you're still wondering, apparently you wear diapers. Darren wanted you to know that. So, that is fresh from Darren. I guess Darren figured out the super chat thing. So sorry, be back. Boba Jet, aka Pedro, just gifted 5 memberships, baby. And let's hit that. And also, we have an announcement. Okay, let's welcome our new members. We have Rasta Dread 305, Mark Ferrero, Morning Wood, Gary Pape, and I just jumped up. I'm sorry, whoever the 5th person was. Wait, let me see if I could get it now. Okay, so I have Boba. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that is the 5s. Oh yeah, I missed him. Duans. Duans is also another member there. So we are now down to 12 members away from the next emoji for Uncle Tio. So we are 12 away from that for those that are wondering. But here's the announcement. Here is the big reveal. The next emoji's been done. Shout out to Snowball. Badshaw is now unlocked, baby. So get it going for our boy Brandon. This is his. He is a crazy Razorbacks fan, and his nickname is Badshaw. He can explain how he got that nickname at some point. But here you go. Here's our next emoji for one of our great loyal listeners who calls in and viewers. Shout out to Snowball, who makes all of our custom emojis here, and I appreciate his contributions there. So there you go. That it is. We are now 12 away, and shout out to Brandon. Here is his brand new badass emoji. It looks awesome, and shout out to Snowball for making it. And we are 12 away again in terms of membership from Uncle Tio being able to get his, hopefully, here on the channel. And I love these emojis to keep going. So if you guys have ideas, like I said, I love the sandwich idea. We'll have to get to that one soon. But the next one up in line is Uncle Tio. Well deserved, by the way, when we get that one unlocked, which, like I said, is another 12 away, baby. I love that Badshaw emoji. It looks awesome. I love all our emojis. We have all things from my daughter's wow to Badshaw to Jared B to BMAC. It's become such an awesome community, guys, so I love it. So let's continue to add them. Like I said, we are 12 members away from the next emoji, and this would be the first time ever. We have 50 members unlocked on a single show. Although we are running out of time, eventually we'll have to run to the radio shows. So, like, the show will have to end at some point. So, if we're not available to get to that here in the next little bit, then we'll have to wait on that one. But nonetheless, it has been a historic show for that. We have Jet-Based Girl says we need a gosh darn banana emoji. We actually have several of those. A shout out to Snowball for that. We have like Elroy and a banana. That's kind of a shout out to what my nickname was almost on the radio, which means today I would have been Elroy Daily, which would have been weird. Plus, we have a Brian from Family Guy, that little banana emoji. So we do sort of have that. And then where I said it was, of course, during the Jets Twitter Diehards documentary, which is also featured here. So Jet-Based Girl, it looks like we are sharing in that realm. Okay, we have another emoji Shadow Realm getting involved in the mix. Let's play it. Let's hit those chimes. Baby, what a historic show. Drew Bockham, you are now a member of the Boy Green Coffee Club, which takes us to 11. We are now 11 away from the next emoji, which, again, we've already crowned, as that will be Uncle Tio. So we are 11 away from that. Baby, terrific. Okay. Darren says, give me the 2-minute warning. I'm sure it's changed enough or charged enough. Excuse me. Okay. I'll probably be on for another 10-ish minutes, 10, 15 minutes. So feel free, Darren, to hop on there. But Tio has now jumped in the cause. Oh, let's see if that works. Okay, there we go. Uncle Tio, a.k.a. the 411 on New York Sports, Keuka Lake Jet fan. Welcome back. He was a former member of the Boy Green Coffee Club. I try to keep my memory fresh. There you go. Very nice. That takes us to 11 members away. Might be 10, but I think it's 11. I think we're now 11 members away from that standpoint. While we await more memberships, maybe this will happen live next on our next caller. I believe we're 11 memberships away, and that will unlock the next emoji and give us 50 friggin' members for the Boy Green Coffee Club in a single day. This is a legendary show, a historic show that will go down in history, and I appreciate the support that we all rally around this positive, awesome event in the beginning of August, which, of course, is Mike Williams being activated off the PUP list. All right, let's go to the phone lines. And this guy already has a new emoji. Welcome, Brandon Badshaw, here on the channel. What's up, Brandon?
What's up, Boy Green? How are you doing this morning?
Wow, I am overwhelmed by the support from Jet fans and the positive energy. I like the good vibes. To me, I say it all the time, that you don't control the cards you're dealt in life, but you can control how you respond to them. So when we're all putting this positive ethos out into the world, it's so cool because, like, for the rest of the day, all of us are going to have this, like, bubbly feeling. I don't even know what to call it, which is going to be super cool.
Oh, yeah. I love it. I love that, we're getting more memberships in on your channel. It's something that I personally enjoy waking up and watching every morning. And I enjoy you and Woody as well.
That's coming up, baby. 3:00. Here's a little tease. This video is already up, so you guys can see it. It's one of the upcoming videos. We're having a Washington Commanders insider on the show to talk about. We got the big joint practice today, so I think it should be over at that point in time in the day. So we will probably be recapping it or talking about it live, one or the other. Either way, that'll be pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to that 3:00 show coming up later today.
Oh, yeah, I am too. I am looking forward to it. I also, I was telling you, I've kind of joined, I started following you in the off season.
Mm-hmm.
So I never really got to I never watched your show.
Oh, wow.
During the actual regular season. So I'm really looking forward to that. And now I thought I heard you say, now don't you, after the games, don't you usually go live or?
Yes, that's correct. So yes, for folks that are new, and it's a great point that you bring up because, like, for instance, we almost have nearly 50 new members today, just to the channel, let alone subscribers and things of that nature. Yes, so 2 hours. So this will be for the regular season. We'll come up with a different plan for the preseason, but perhaps it'll be different. We'll see. The regular season, it's 2 hours after the final whistle. And some people ask, like, Paul, why do you do that? I like hearing from Saleh, the players, and everything. So then when we come together, we kind of have some time to marinate on whatever the hell happened, and then we go crazy. And for those shows, the phone lines are open immediately. So there's no waiting for it. We'll be talking Jets, but phone lines are open right off the top rope so people can immediately call into those shows, and that will be live after every game. The only game that is sort of in question is Jets-Patriots. I don't know when I'm getting back to a hotel room to be able to do that because I'll be there live. But besides that one, all the rest of them should be there. And then, as you peer pressured us into, preseason 2, baby, we got to get our game right. So we will be coming on, and it sounds like Woody's joining us too for that one, whatever that one is. That should be coming up there. And oh my goodness, we just got it live. John Sauer off the top rope with 10 memberships. And I believe we're now one away from Uncle Tio. So let me quickly read these 10. Thank you to John Sauer. This is terrific, baby. All right, here they are. SDA Jets, Burn, King Soria, La Greatness, AZ Jets, Frank. Let's see who else. Malcolm Harper. I know him from way back in the day. Dreek, K9 Cohen, and Matt P. We're all just gifted a membership. We have one last member away to unlock Uncle Tio, and I think we're going to get there. for 2 emojis and 50 friggin' members. And there it is. Jared B just pushed us over the top. Holy friggin' crap.
Well, that's what I called in to tell you. I knew you when I called in. I think we were 12 memberships away.
Uh-huh.
And that's what I was calling in. I couldn't get your PayPal to work, and I was going to have you request me the remaining whatever, because I didn't realize that we didn't have a emoji for TO yet.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Because the other day when we were talking about it, I would have definitely been. TO definitely deserves an emoji before I do. So I just wanted to say that. TO,
that's nice of you, man.
I was not aware of that. So, but I'm glad we got you on there.
Yeah.
Paul, if you will request, I know you can request on PayPal, because I could not get your number to work.
Oh, all right.
I was going to give you mine, and that way if you'll request it, I'll have it in.
For future reference, and then there won't be any issues. I see what you're saying. And by the way, that last member that pushed you over the top is M Lopez 149. Thank you for joining the Boy Green Coffee Club. And yes, yeah, sure, I'll do that for everybody, because I know there was several people asking for that as well. So yeah, apologies for any issues live that are happening there on those. And I believe that's the same for both. I believe for both PayPal and Venmo, it is that email. But I will work on that so it's more open so people can hop on. So, but I do just want to say to you guys, because the emojis, the membership thing has just kind of exploded. All of this has happened like in the last 2 months of where it just has taken off, and now we've become an even stronger community. Snowball, by the way, shout out someone, Jared B. Let Snowball know that we got to work on the next Uncle T one. I have no idea what that's going to look like, so maybe we got to talk to Uncle Tio first for that to be unlocked. But it's so cool, man. This support, and shout out to all these people for all these new members. Thanks for the membership. You're welcome. Pay it forward, baby. Make sure you guys show your support. It is super cool. I can't believe that just happened. 50 members today. Good Lord. Wow.
We're growing. We're growing.
Wow.
I'm telling you, Snowball, I knew Snowball was good at making emojis, but I did not expect it to be. I mean, man, that was.
I'm pulling this back up. It looks so cool, man. I didn't know what. Like, look at this. Look at this badass. Look at this. Could be a. I might use this if I go on the college football. Make my own team thing. Like, look at this logo, man. This is friggin' sweet.
Hey, not every day you wake up and become an emoji. I'm just telling you. This channel is making dreams come true, baby.
Yeah. So tell us. So I think we all want to know, because like we've seen it. Like, so you have your for lack of a better word, handle, but like your little name. Like for me on the screen when people tune in every day, it says Paul Boy Green Jr. Blah blah blah, and there's my job. Like for you, it has had this Badshaw thing on since maybe the very beginning, or at the very least for a long period of time. And I've seen that it's highlighted in a certain way, like it would be a nickname. Where did you get the nickname? How did that happen? What's the origin story?
Okay, so we got to go a little deep on it. But
wow. Okay.
Basically, so my dad, he is a teacher at a pretty rough school. He's actually the principal now.
All right.
And I mean, I'm telling you, it's rough. I mean, and obviously our last name is Badshaw.
Yeah, right.
My dad's he don't put up with any shit.
Okay.
So and he was also a football coach, and they just always called him Badshaw. He was a pretty badass fullback in high school.
Nice.
So he earned the name Badshaw, and then when he became a teacher, it was Mr. Badshaw. Well, so y'all don't know this about me, and y'all may see in the background sometimes. I've got a scooter in the back.
Okay.
I was born with a spinal cord injury.
Oh, real? Wow. Okay, I did not know that. Okay.
And so anyway, long story short, not to get into like a sob story or nothing, but
okay.
But I've had some difficulty getting around my whole life.
Okay.
And anyway, long story short, over the years it's gotten a little worse. But when I was in high school, these guys basically backed me up into a corner in the bathroom, and they were trying to kick my ass basically.
Jesus.
And
okay.
Anyway, I told him, I said, look, you may kick my ass, but I will get some hits in. And you're going to have to walk around school telling everybody that the cripple boy, broke your nose or blacked your eye out. And so there happened to
Wow.
be somebody, that overheard all this. So they all knew that my dad was Mr. Badshaw.
Uh-huh.
Well, then it came forth that I was Badshaw and nobody ever fucked with me. And so
Wow.
that's
What an
how I got
awesome
the name.
story, man. That is that deserves, come on. That deserves one of these with emphatic fashion, please.
I wasn't going to I didn't want to mention it because it's like one of those things where, I don't know, sometimes I think people say stuff for sympathy and whatnot, but
Yeah.
I did want to tell you. So one of the reasons I kind of discovered your show was
Yeah.
I accidentally put MCL earlier. I tore my meniscus.
I see. Okay.
And so the way I get around, it's been a lot harder for me to get around. So I've had a lot of downtime.
Mm-hmm.
Because I tore it last October.
Oh, Jesus.
And so I discovered your show, and I've not been out running around as much as I used to. And so basically, this has been something I can have some kind of interaction, I guess, while being at home and recovering from that. I actually was discharged yesterday, so I'm doing a lot better, but I'm glad
That's great to hear.
I kind of discovered this show through that, just kind of being at home, trying to find some Jets content, and boy, did I fucking hit big. I'm telling you, bud. So.
Well, it's nice of you to say it again, to hear that story. Like, you may beat me up, but let me tell you, you're not getting out of this without nothing on you. Wow. We got to put that like on a t-shirt or something. That's the coolest thing I've ever heard. That is the most Badshaw ass thing I've ever heard. That is so cool. Wow. That's amazing. Well, I'm glad we know the story now. The behind the scenes. That adds to the legacy of the emoji, the immortality of it. This story, for the people that were on this historic day on August 8th, some people may not have heard it. Some people may be watching this or hearing this later, and they're like, wow, the legend of the Badshaw. I'm just telling you.
Oh, yeah. I love this show. I love the people on here. Everybody's very supportive. And I'm telling you, next year, I'm coming to New York.
I can't wait.
And we're going to throw down. And I'm going to be repping. In week 2. I'll be in Nashville. So I'll be keeping posted in Nashville.
All right.
And I'll message you on Instagram, my PayPal stuff.
Yeah, please do.
Now, and when you do find out how we can gift memberships on an iPhone, let me know.
I got to get to that. That's my next step. So shout out to my dad, because I know he's going to give me a lot of crap, because he's going to say this 50 membership things he's going to take all the credit for it. And I will just say that I appreciate my dad making it easier for people to punch their own ticket in. The next step of the puzzle is trying to figure out how in God's green earth to make it easier for gifting. No question about it. But I appreciate the wild support today. It was great. And Brandon, thank you for sharing your story. People are lighting up the comments about it. I would say this is a badass fan base and you're a badass. So like, I just love it. I love that, that there was I'm sure part of it is a vulnerable story for you. So I appreciate you sharing, man.
Hey, I appreciate you. I appreciate you caring to ask. And hey, JETS, it is coming Saturday. I am pumped, man. Y'all have a good day. Okay.
I appreciate that, Brandon. I think we're about to have another legendary call here. I wasn't even aware that this caller I'm about to bring on had talents that expanded to this level. Hep joins us on the show with the guitar. Hep?
Hey, fellas. Okay. Boy Green Daily. We're talking Jets. We are the best. Forget the rest. We're up to date. We're going there. Super Bowl's coming. So all beware. Yeah.
Wow. Good Hep. Unbelievable. Whoa. Hemp, I didn't even know you could play guitar in a song. That's historic. We're cutting that up. That's going out on social media. There's no doubt about it. Well, that's going on YouTube. Oh my goodness, Hemp. Wow, you're a talented man, even more than we all thought.
Thanks, Paul. Hey, I love
Wow.
you guys, man. I love staying in touch. You know what? Really embrace this, guys, because this is our Super Bowl year. Embrace each little moment, all the little struggles, because at the end, it's going to be glorious. It's going to be glorious. And, all right. I love you guys. See you later.
I love you. Wow, that was so cool. Hep, holy friggin' crap. Guys, this is... I'm so moved. There's just no other way to put it. To get 50 memberships on a single day. Wow. Wow. That's just unbelievable. In an hour of time to get 50 members for all of us to go around. That awesome Hep song, Badshaw, sharing his story. And Mike Williams, of course, being activated off the PUP list. We're definitely, stay tuned to that. We'll be putting that Hep song on Instagram and everything. Yeah, Jared B said it. It was an epic show. Also, I want to give a reminder for the 50 new members. I'm still in shock that happened. Jared B, go ahead and one more time, throw it in the YouTube comment section, the Discord. So here's all the things you guys get with your new membership. You get a loyalty badge, so you stand out from the crowd. Okay, number one. Number two, you unlock all of the wonderful emojis that were created today and the emojis from yesteryear about all things Boy Green. Only you guys can do that. The normal folks that comment into the show cannot. And, of course, you get access to our Discord channel where the party continues beyond just the outreach of the show. Jerby just threw it in there. It's right here. Okay, so guys, make sure you guys go and click this link. That is your invite to get in. And then also in the rules section, it explains how you kind of connect your YouTube into the Discord so we can see that it's all connected and all over the place. So, guys, make sure you do that. So friggin' cool. Again, Discord link here. This is for all the people that are part of the Boy Green Coffee Club. Again, it takes it to another friggin' level. Make sure you guys do that. All right, let's hit up a few more phone calls before we jump on over where I got to run to the radio station. Before we do, let's go to Johnny Boy. A historic day, and it wouldn't be complete without some Johnny action.
Dude, what's up, bro? How you holding up, man? Yeah, congratulations, man. That's fucking amazing. Dude, but you know what? You deserve it, bro. Every single morning you bring it. I mean, I start my day with BG, so I appreciate you, man, and I hope and you continue on the much, much, much well-deserved success, bro. So
I appreciate
you bring
that.
it, bro. So, dude, but Mike Williams, man, like, what a huge, 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 huge upgrade. Like,
it caught me off guard, man. I just didn't know that was happening. Because, like, again, Salah has been horrible with injuries. So when he says, oh, man, don't worry, your brother's just fine. And I'm like, oh, my God, my brother's dead. Like, he has been way off. So, like, it's been not good. So when he said, he's seeing a couple of doctors, I'm like, I hope that's good news. Like, doctors to say yes, not doctors go, oh, Jesus, Mike Williams, your leg has exploded again. Like, I was getting worried. Then all of a sudden we get this news. I get a little, because I have the Jets notifications on Twitter. So, like, when they tweet something or something, it pops up on my phone. So when I got a ding about something Mike Williams, I couldn't see the rest of the tweet. I'm like, what? I'm like, holy freaking crap. Like, it just caught me off guard. I was like, wow, okay, here we go. We have all this other crap going on right now with the Hassan Reddick thing being fined up the wazoo, this, that, and the other, and people making fun of the Jets because they think their wide receiver room sucks beyond Garrett Wilson because they've had this quote-unquote injured Mike Williams. And for Mike Williams to say, actually, I'm back, you bastards. It just felt awesome.
Yeah, dude. And I cannot wait. I mean, when's the last time we had a duel like that? I mean, maybe B. Marsh and Eric Decker, like time frame.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like, so I mean, Garrett Wilson and Mike Williams, and we had B. Marsh and E. Deck, like maybe later in their like the end of
definitely they were both in their 30s. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
You know, so to have the youth that we have now, and they just continue. I mean, I know Mike Williams is with us for just a year. But I hope he has so much success that he's like, yo, I don't want the whole bag, man. I'd rather just keep winning with this damn squad and see the success that he would be able to go ahead and bring. He's opening up a completely different offense for the freaking Jets, man, that we haven't seen, dude. And I cannot wait to see the Jets have actual competent offense this year, man. And just, I know freaking Brees Hall is in the back smiling hard because it's just going to open it up even more for him. The other thing I did want to say to you real quick, BG, I don't know if you saw this or if there's any truth to this, right, was the whole Hassan Reddick situation. There's some teams that are interested in him, right, and are talking about possibly trading us for that. I saw something, I think it was at the Niners, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Any truth to that? Or
and you're saying, let me just make sure I clarify so I didn't mishear you or misrepresent you. You're saying that the Jets could just say F it, let's trade away Hassan Reddick, you're saying?
Correct, for no headache and all that.
Yeah, so I'm actually, it's funny that you mentioned this. This article I had, it was 90% done before we started the show, so that'll be on Heavy on Jet soon. But long story short, I've been told by two people, 0% chance. And the Jets apparently have told Hassan Reddick that they must have said, it had to have been somewhere in this part where he's been holding out, where they made it very clear to him, we're not going to cut you and we're not going to trade you. So, like, get lost with that idea. You're only playing for the Jets this year and basically in the future, because if he was to never show up this year, they would still own his rights. So, yeah, they apparently, according to Connor Hughes, who's one that we could say publicly, very clear, abundantly clear, the Jets told that to Hassan Reddick and his representation that he's not playing for anyone else. We're not trading you anywhere else. We're not going to get frustrated with this and just throw our hands up and say, see ya, you're gone. So, yeah, they made that very clear. Would that change with some sort of weird Brandon Ayuk trade or something? Maybe, I guess, but no, from how it was described to me, 0% chance.
Yeah, thank God. So the Jets are awesome on holding and sticking to their guns and not letting. I feels like they're like saying almost, we will not negotiate with terrorists, right?
That's the line I keep thinking of.
That's exactly what I keep thinking, bro. But, dude, yeah. So this is amazing, man. Hey, Will McDonald, if you're watching the show, brother, you keep stepping it up, man. Keep doing your stuff. You saw yesterday, the day before, he off the edge was beating. I forgot who he was, but they were like
Morgan Moses. I heard he had a bendy sack around Morgan Moses, which is awesome because again, Morgan's a pro's pro, man. He has given a lot of pass rushers the business. I've seen plenty of clips where he's shoving pass rushers in lockers for the Jets this year, and I'm like, okay,
All right, BG. Well, I appreciate you, man. So, come through on the show tomorrow if you can't. Come check it out, bro.
Yes.
It's gonna be a doozy tomorrow. Me and my uncle. So
I can't wait. And apparently, I don't know if Snowball has told you, because Snowball's so busy working on emojis left and right. I'm going to attempt to be on the show, I think, whenever Woody's coming on. So I think it's a couple weeks away, but whatever 18th, that is. Yeah, so great. Okay, booyah. I'll be making my debut on the brand new show. I can't wait, man.
Did he give you the extra details on the panel of stars?
Oh, no, he did not. I have no idea about any.
It's a who's on Jets content creators on there.
Okay, I can't wait.
Dude, I said BG, everybody was like, hell yeah. Woody, hell yeah. So
dope. Okay, I can't wait. I won't spoil it. Johnny, apparently their show is 10:30 on Sundays, is that correct?
Yep, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And whose channels?
Jets Worldwide.
Just that channel. So, okay, that's what I thought. So, Scott and anyone else who wants to check out that show, I hear it's a different vibe. I didn't get a chance to listen to the first episode yet. So, guys, Jets Worldwide. And I saw that YouTube account was here in the comments. I don't know if that was you, Johnny, or Snowball, or if you're a third hired party individual, whoever's running that account. I saw Jets Worldwide pop in there for a little bit. So that's great.
Infrared is our engineer.
Great. So shout out to Infrared.
Boogie, to Infrared. Check him out as well. But yeah, tomorrow, 6 p.m., the 411, we got Dre. It's going to be a crazy, awesome show tomorrow, myself and my uncle. And then Sunday, Jets Worldwide, one word. Look it up. It's a game show, but it's all Jets related.
Cool. I can't wait. So, Scott, there are both of those. Again, 6:30 tomorrow night, and then also my brain's escaping me, but 10:30 on Sunday. So make sure you guys check those out. Can't wait. Johnny, thanks, brother.
Later, BG.
All right, we'll see you. And let's get one more call in here. We got Darren jumping on here on the show. What's up, Darren?
Well, I am totally computer illiterate. Apparently, I spent 20 years in information systems, and I cannot figure out how to do this.
Yeah. Okay.
So
yeah,
I'm gonna send you $40 on a super chat right now.
Wow. Okay.
Through my phone.
Okay.
But I need you to use that because I know they take 30% of it.
Yeah, they do. Unfortunately. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather just be able to sell it to you, but you don't have Zelle, so whatever.
Yep.
And I'm gonna send you a $40 super chat and throw 10 more memberships out there, so that should cover it, right?
Okay. Yeah. That 100%.
If my maths.
Yeah, that is. I agree with the math. Yeah, I did not know math would be a part of this equation today, but nonetheless, I believe that math. So yeah, wow. Thank you so much, Darren. Appreciate it.
Well, because I've been trying to do this, and I don't want to struggle anymore. I feel like the dumbest person in the world right at the moment.
Well, before again, I would love the super chat, but before we do, are you on the computer right now?
I have the computer in front of me. I have the phone that I'm talking to you on, and I have you in the background on the actual TV.
Well, the Lords appreciate all of that. Yeah,
I should put SVU on the TV, but
that would only be
BMAC's not around here. So,
yeah, that's true. Well, if you want, if you can, we'll try to do this live here on the show. Can you flip the phone to your if you're on the YouTube channel? Are you on the YouTube channel? Okay.
That's a YouTube, me trying to get around that. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys think I was lying? I'm not a liar.
No. I'm just trying to see if you're in the right place.
over there.
Yeah, I see you. That's a handsome guy there. Yeah, no question about it.
He's a beautiful man. There's no doubt about that. I hear he makes sweet love to his fiance once in a while.
Yeah, hey, there you go. You got great taste then. That's for damn sure. The thing I would say is, if you're on just my Boy Green YouTube channel, the video's playing and you're seeing the comments, there should be a money sign over there in the comments section.
Yeah, but on my phone it doesn't work, and on the computer hold on. Let me get
it should work on the computer.
Hold on. Let me get back to the live.
Okay, go ahead.
Here we
go. By
go.
the way, welcome back, K-Brock here. I'll give you a quick little chime here. It's good to have you back. Thank you for renewing. Thank you. But if you're on there, it should be a little money sign. Yep, right there on the comments section. Yeah, that comment on the right
Where?
Screen.
There's the like. There's the subscribe.
Yep.
Where do you see?
Yeah. So are there? So on that white side of the screen, it's very bright to me, so I can't see. Are there comments going right there on that white part on the screen on the right?
The comments are underneath. Oh no, they're not even there anymore.
Wait, maybe after this ad. After this ad plays.
Hold on, I can hit the skip on the ad.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Okay. And then the comments should pop up on the right side of your screen there. And if and when they do, there should be a little money sign that you should be able to click.
Which one of these is comments?
It's hard to see.
That says membership. That says settings.
Yeah. It just I wish I could show you on my screen, but actually I can. Okay, 1 second here. Now we're gonna go. This is gonna be like a Inception movie scene here. But let me see if I can show you yourself. Yeah, that'll be. This may send people into a quick panic. It's okay. You see, we're here on my side.
Nobody wants to look at me, Paul. I'm not gorgeous like you.
Yeah. You know, we all have to deal with what we deal with. So you see this. I'm sharing it on the screen right now. I have an emoji, like it says "add emotes."
I got to put the glasses on. Give me.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. You can get your glasses.
I'm here.
Okay. So we're here on this side of the screen. You see the green Jared B emoji thing down here where I can type in a chat. There's a face and then a money sign. I click the money sign. It says membership gifting. It has all these options.
Sorry, buddy. It
just not doing it.
It doesn't show up like that on mine. Maybe I need to actually download the app or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Well. I'm not sure what's happening there, but either way, I appreciate the support, Darren. So thank you for going to these creative lengths. I know. Yeah.
I'm trying to support and I can't.
Yeah. So.
But whatever happens.
So I appreciate it, man. So thank you for doing what you can for the show. That means a lot. And you even going to these crazy lengths. A lot of people wouldn't. So that means a lot, pal.
All right, buddy. How about tomorrow when I figure this thing out? I'll do it regularly instead of.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
Instead of wasting 30% of what I'm trying to help you out with.
Yeah, 100%. I don't want you to just blow that. So yes, please do. That'd be awesome, Darren. And thank you. I appreciate it, pal.
Or work on your Zelle, and then I'll just Zelle it to you.
That's a good point. Yeah. That's on my list. I definitely gotta work on that.
Write it down, Paul. I didn't see you writing.
Yeah, Zelle. Okay, Zelle app Zelle ZELLE. We'll have that figured out, no question. Darren, thanks, brother.
All right, man. Great show. Thanks for having me on.
Of course. And thank you to everybody. This, again, is going to go down in history as one of the greatest Boy Green dailies in this show's history. I've been doing this for 2-ish years, whatever it is now, a year and a half, 2 years. I've been doing video shows for the last 5 years. And then we've been doing this audio version of this show for over a decade. It's the coolest thing in the world. You guys are awesome. You guys make this community what it is. From a Hep song to Badshaw to T.O. and everybody else. And we should be able to unveil the T.O. logo at a minimum, hopefully, tomorrow morning. I don't want to put too much pressure on Snowball. He's been cranking things out left and right. Or maybe the Woody show later today. Either way, T.O., your emoji's coming, buddy. And we will remember in 8824. It's going to be a spectacular day. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. I got to run to the radio station to go do some action, but we'll be back on live, coming up at 3 o'clock. It'll be me, it'll be James Woody, and of course we'll have a Washington Commanders insider talk about this joint practice preseason game and all that wonderful jazz. And then tomorrow morning for Boy Green Daily, and then back on the Jake Asman show. I believe that one will be tomorrow at 4:30. Guys, a historic show. We'll all know 8824 forever and forevermore. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you next